So Daily Show. Thank you for tuning in to our first edition, our one and only edition. Our guest tonight, all the way from Trump's bedroom, is Stormy Daniels. But first, NRA and gun control. On May 4th, 2018, Trump attended the National Rifle Association annual meeting to ensure that the NRA members and their Second Right amendments are safe. Trump stated,
Your Second Amendment rights are under siege, but they will never, ever be under siege as long as I am your president.
instead of addressing new gun control and regulations for the recent mass shootings, Trump chose to reassure the NRA of their rights. If only our school spirit was as passionate as Trump's relationship with the NRA. During Trump's presidential election, the NRA spent more than $30 million in his campaign. We can barely raise $500 for dying children of the Eliminate Project. If only Trump could prevent them from dying in the first place. Now let's throw it over to Jalen with another installment of Privacy and Politics.
Privacy and politics. On the topic of protecting our country, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg was put on trial and had to face practically half of the Senate while answering questions for the entire web-based industry. Questions included the social network's role in the 2016 presidential elections, how it handles data, and how Facebook will handle future elections, whether it was a monopoly, and how it should be regulated. Now, who really needs to go on trial is Mr. Masillo. He needs to stop blocking every website that has any actual purpose. Why are poor, helpless students not allowed to go on Quora or Reddit for help? As if asking questions and finding the answer to questions about anything and everything could harm any students, supposedly one of the smartest students in California. I mean, come on, Mr. Masillo, we're not trying to copy China's firewall now, are we?
Cut. Don't make it personal. Cut to the commercial.
Do you want to make a political impact but don't have millions of dollars to spare for your voice to be heard or take a picture with the president? It's time for you to go out on June 5th to vote in California's state primary election. But it's not like people care about the primaries anyway, so you can re-elect the same senators and House members that everyone complains about anyway.
We're the NRA, and we want to continue exercising our right to defend ourselves with guns. You may be concerned for the safety of your kids in school, dying without reason. However, guns are not the problem. They are the solution. Equipping teachers with guns will allow for teachers to defend themselves and their students. Look at these great teachers who decided to take initiative and protect their students. Shoot, that's the wrong slide. Chill, change it before the audience notices.
Welcome back to the Not So Daily Show. At the private high school, Divine Child High School, the school had put up pink patterned ponchos on display inside the school, indicating that they would be handed to girls wearing dresses that violate the school's code. The school has decided to stop the distribution of the modesty ponchos to stop body shaming. Now let's throw it over to our field reporter, Amy Domey, with a few interviews.
Hi, I'm the Not So Daily Show's field reporter, and today we're going to have an interview with Bill Worcester. Hi, so what's your opinion on the removal of the modesty ponchos from prom dresses?
I do not approve. My son will not be sent to hell by those women exposing their shoulders and their collarbones. What do you believe?
I'm not so sure. Do you think it's necessary for the modesty ponchos?
Yes, because if not, these temptresses will send my son to the hands of the devil. Do you think that these are necessary?
I don't think so.
Well, then I have my holy water here to purify you. I can give you help.
Our guest tonight is a famous adult film star. You may have seen her in a few magazines and newspapers around the country, and maybe even on the internet. In order to keep her quiet, they allegedly pay her $130 grand. I mean, I wish I got paid $130 for every time Mr. Jeans told me to cover up my shoulders.
And speaking of privacy, Stormy Daniels was reportedly paid to keep her mouth shut. She claims that after her affair with President Trump, he and his lawyers threatened her if she told the media about the incident. Let's throw it over to Amy with an interview with the infamous Stormy Daniels.
Hi, I'm the Not So Daily Show's field reporter, Amy Demai. Today we have an interview with Stormy Daniels.
Hey.
So what did Trump incriminate you with?
Well, we had an affair and he told me to be quiet about it.
How did he threaten you?
Well, when I said I wouldn't be quiet about it because I'm okay with my sexuality, he said that he'd pay me $130,000 as a bribe.
And one last question. Who's under the bed with you?
Hey, babe.
Is that you?
In other news, at the beginning of the year, Trump said, "Actually, throughout my life, my two greatest assets have been mental stability and being, really smart." And this isn't the only lie Trump has told. CNN recently posted an article stating President Trump lied more than 3,000 times in 466 days. For example, when Trump was asked about the amount of bills that had been passed, he said, "We've signed more bills, and I'm talking about it through the legislature, than any president ever." He seems to have forgotten both the Bushes and the Clintons. Or on the tax bill, Mr. President said, "It is going to cost me a fortune. This thing, believe me. Believe me, this is not good for me," says the owner of approximately 500 businesses, most of which have had a close eye on them from the IRS. On the topic of lies, let's throw it over to David, who claims he is a master at martial arts.
Some people like to add jumps to their spinning push kicks, and then this is often used as like an intercepting move, so as someone's coming into you. So what that looks like is this. And to show it again. Oh god. Yeah, that happens sometimes. And
Now let's throw it over to our North Korean reporter, Margaret, and Amy Tomai, our field reporter.
I guess Asia's been pretty icy lately because late last month, Kim Jong-un, Trump's little rocket man, met with the South Korean president, Moon Jae-in, as both sides of the Korean province seem to be melting their country's icy relationship with each other. However, up here in North Korea, things seem to be getting better. We even have real food.
Wait, you're eating the fake apples. You're supposed to eat the real one.
It seems that North-South Korean relations seem to be defrosting their relationship since the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics. Thank you.
Yes, it seems so. Or maybe Kim Jong-un realized that he was a dum-dum and a bad boy when he watched one of the most famous South Korean girl pop groups, Red Velvet, perform in North Korea. Does Trump deserve a peace prize for North Korea claiming that they will become demilitarized when he has not really done much to help that? For some odd reason, it makes me think of the peace prize that Obama got for empty promises.
Thank you for tuning in to our finale of the Not So Daily Show.
We'll never see you again.